Hey friends, Tony here with MusicGuyOnline.com with your 3-minute mix fix video tutorial of the week. And today it's still early days, so I'm going to be talking about a very fundamental question of what does a compressor do. I'm going to be talking a lot more about compressors moving forward, but let's just get a very fundamental idea of what this tool does. One of the most important and valuable tools at a mixing engineer's disposal. So what a compressor essentially does is it brings down or compresses, hence the name, the peaks of audio set at a specific threshold of your choosing. So anything that goes above a certain threshold will be brought down and kind of squished down. And then the audio or the level, the gain that it takes away in doing that compression, it puts back into it through makeup gain, which means the quieter parts get louder and the louder parts get quieter. So why would you want to do this? Because dynamic range is a good thing, presumably, right? Well, too much dynamic range can work to the detriment of the track. Listen to this right here. The vocal track right here, we got louder into quieter. So you see, that was loud in your face, a lot of presence, and then this line right here, it's delivered more quietly, so it gets kind of lost, and we could fix that with vocal automation, but it's still not really going to do the trick. I mean, especially when you listen to like a line like this. You see, I mean, you can hear it, but you can even just see it. The U there at the end just drops right off and it gets lost. So this is where vocal automation isn't going to solve our problems, just, adjusting levels as we go. Automation is a great thing, but in this case, a compressor is what we need. So I'm going to switch over to the same track, which I have already compressed, and you'll hear that same line where the U gets dropped off. Let's see if it fixed anything. See that the U stays consistent with everything, and now let's hear the loud to the quiet parts here. Versus, I mean, sure, that's quieter because it's not being compressed. I even have it a little louder over here, but the point is, you can hear it's not as consistent in the levels, even from word to word in this quieter, more quietly delivered part. So a compressor is great. You can use it on vocals, bass, anything where you want to get a more consistent level throughout. So vocals, it's great, obviously, because every single line isn't going to be delivered right up on that microphone in the same way. Not that you even want to deliver it right up on the microphone in the same way every time. So the compressor, I find, finds ways to deliver the information more consistently in a way which doesn't work to the detriment of the track. So you just set your threshold, so everything above, in this case 31.9 negative dBs, is going to be compressed. The ratio is how many dBs above the threshold to every one on the outs. That's input to output. So every 3 dBs over, it's going to be increased by 1 on the output. And then there's your makeup gain right there. Just automatically in live gets tacked back on. You can turn it off, but then it's going to be very quiet, as you can hear here. See that? So that's not adding any makeup gain. That's just turning down the peaks there. So that's what the makeup gain does. So that is the basics of compression. We're going to be talking a lot more about this moving forward, but thank you for watching. This is Tony with MusicGuyOnline.com. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next week.